In this video tutorial, we're going to learn how to use Grok AI. Okay, so Grok has emerged to be one of the best AI tools, even at some point better than other AI tools like Perplexity, Google Gemini, and in some cases even above the normal ChatGPT that we have. Grok is now made free. It's powered by X, which is Elon Musk's Twitter, which has been transformed to X platform. And there are basically two ways to access Grok. The first is through the X platform, which you can access by coming to x.com/Grok, or you can go from your home tab of X and come directly to Grok. You can see it's been arranged over here. You have the chatting feature. This particular AI tool actually uses data directly from X. You have latest information from people's posts or tweets. You'll be able to have access and directly even link up to other search engines as well as live or other blogs that you can have access to. It is very, very fast and it can do quite a lot of things. You can create images with it, you can edit images, and then you can check out the latest news. So this is the first option of accessing it. The second option is you can have it an all-in-one and stand-alone platform, which is the one I prefer, which is you can access directly by coming to grok.com and you'll be welcomed here. You just have to log in with your account. Over here you can notice that you can do deep research, you can create images, you can pick in personas, which means when you click on this down you can have access to legal document reviewer, which could be very case specific. If you wanted to write cover letter, writing assistant, fitness advice, personal finance assistant, this can be very, very specific, and you can create projects that you can work on directly or folders that you can put in directly, and you can send in your charts directly via your voice, which you can just easily dictate directly. And over here you have the access to use the automatic, whether fast or expert depending on your degree, or if you want you can use the quick or fast or expert individually, or you can use Greek 4.1 depending on your interest. Okay, so over here also you have the option to have access to all of this: imagine, generate images, chat like the one we have here, the voice in case if you want to use the voice over to send in messages, and over here you have your chat history, which you can always have access to. You can always return back and kickstart your chats accordingly. Okay, so these are some very basic things that you can have access to. You can always kickstart a new chat from here. Okay, so let's start with some use cases. For example, we can ask it general use cases. For example, let's say, can you write a good essay about the solar system, for example, and I can just go ahead and say yes to this, and let's see what this is going to bring for us. And as you can see, it is thinking and then it's going to bring back our results accordingly. So let's just give you some seconds to see what this is going to bring out. Now, as you can see, it has gone ahead to write about the solar system. It explained the basic concept. Our solar system is divided into two main regions, which it has explained: the terrestrial planet and the giant planet, which we have explained even visually. Here's a high resolution visualization of the solar system and so on. You can also open each and every one of them to see the details of what it has generated. I went on to explain the inner planet, the terrestrial ones, and then you can see the Mars. This is the outer planet, gas and ice giant. You can see the Saturn and Uranus and so on. Key facts and recent updates as of December 2025, which means this is really up to date in terms of its content and what it is finding. So this is the first option, the use cases. If you want, you can ask it to further think harder if you want it to think and give you more results as regards this very basic prompt that you've just given it. Now what I want is I want to explore another use case, which is the use of or analyzing some technical things. For example, let's say I have this brain teaser, which is going to be a test about the cubes. How many cubes are in this? So let's test its intelligence. So let's say how many cubes are in this image. It's a very common brain teaser question. Usually the number of cubes is 9, but then let's see how fast and how accurate this AI tool can be. Alright, so let's just go in and go ahead and send in for the analysis and take a look at the result. There are 10 cubes in total in this image, and that is very correct. So this is a classic optical illusion question. So take a look at how it analyzes it. The top level cube has 1 cube, middle level 3 cubes, and then bottom level is 6 cubes. Okay, so let's check it. So this is the image You see, this is 1 cube, this is 1, 2, 3 cubes, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4 under this, and 5 and 6, because beneath this there are 2 more. So which is very correct. So there are 10 cubes over here. So this is very wonderful. So the next thing is possibly we can check out its deep research feature. So let's go back to new chart. Let's check its deep research, and then let's say can write about hydroelectricity in Nigeria. So let's just go ahead. This deep research, so we expect a lot of deeper results in terms of the results and content in general. So let's give it some seconds to see what this is going to come up with. So like I said, this is deep research. So these are key points on hydroelectricity in Nigeria. So these are the key highlights of it, and then give us an overview. Over here you can see all the sources. If you're interested in checking out all the sources, you should be able to check them out, and you can click to see the direct link to those sources. This overview, current status and generation, global perspective and the major generations, challenges and opportunities, future prospects and historical development. You can see current infrastructure and capacity building. The highest at the moment is KNG, which is generating about 760 megawatts. The year it was commissioned in 1968. And then Jaba, Shiroro, Zungeru and Kashumbila, all of them are active, and look at their generation capacity and the operator. Okay, so these are the operator, people who are operating the companies. Okay, so then we have untapped potential and resources, challenges facing the sector. It has tabulated everything in terms of challenge category, specific issues, potential solutions to the problems. And then we have to show economic and environmental impacts of these projects. You have them accordingly: the Mambila, Makodi, Lokoja, Gurara and Manya. These are key citations that you can always click, and it will take you to the results. And then over here it provided us with a conference result in Post Business Day Energy Conference, which highlights some key things that you can watch directly if you're interested. So you can check out the sources directly by clicking here, and you see about 79 sources that it has passed through to be able to arrive at this. You can see each one of them and the respective results that you can click and check it out if you're interested, and you'll be able to go out, or you can stay within the feature and be able to see all of them, all of the sources that it got all of these informations from, including journal articles, some published blogs and so on. So many of them, so many sources. Another use cases of Grok we can check is the generation of images. You can come back to chat, and then you can directly ask it to generate image for you. So you can see create image. Usually the create image feature use the imagine feature, the imagine model. So just go on and type. Okay, so can you create the image of a cat having a handshake with a lion in front of a pool? So let's see whether this is going to help us to generate this or not. All right, so now take a look at the images that it has created. Take a look at the quality and the different scenes of the handshake. You can see with the lion, and the best part is it's near the pool, as we have specified directly. You can see it very clearly, and with multiple scenarios, multiple scenes of this handshake. Very, very beautiful. And the best part of this Grok tool is that it gives you multiple, okay, not just one. You can go ahead and select based on your own experience and based on what you want. You can see it has created quite a number of images that we have based on just a single prompt. So I think the next time, if you want to get a specific number of images, you can define it from the prompt area, how many images you are targeting, so it doesn't waste much time generating, even though it's a bit very, very fast as regards this. Well, the next one is going to be on data analysis. So let's come back to a new chart. Remember, these images can be downloaded as well free of charge. You can just click and download them. Now the next thing is we're going to have to look at the data analysis. So we're going to use the 4.1, which is the beta version. So let's say I have this image about the graph showcasing different kind of utilities in a school, including pencils, scale, pen, sharpener and eraser, the types of school supplies like this, and then the number of supplies is what we have here. So I want to ask you this very simple question: can you analyze this? Can you give me a detailed analysis of this bar chart? Okay, so let's go ahead and hit on enter. Let's see what this is going to generally give us. So this Grok 4.1 is pretty fast, and you can see total number of pencils 8, pen, scale this pen to sharpener 5 and eraser 4 based on the graph, and then you can see some quantitative summary and main observations based on the graph and so on. So possible interpretations of the data, and then it gives us a overall summary of the whole data. You can execute and generate a code for this if you're interested, and then there are other multiple things that you can do. You can copy this, you can regenerate this if you're not actually interested. So this is that. And the last thing I'm going to check, the last use case scenario, is the chatting with PDF document. So I have this PDF document that we use to design a 7-story building. Okay, it's just for 7-story building, and I want to see this is a 7-star hotel details that we've just designed using AI, and then I want to import it, which I've just done. I can say, can you give me the main takeaway from this design and project in general? All right, let's just give some seconds, and now let's see the analysis that it's going to give as regards the 7-star hotel details that I've added. All right, and you can see that this is the main takeaway that it has summarized. The main takeaway from this design and project is the creation of a modern, sustainable 5-star hotel in Kaduna, Nigeria, that serves as an architectural landmark, blending luxury hospitality with eco-friendly principles. It aims to elevate the city's status as a growing business and leisure destination in northern Nigeria by integrating modernist aesthetics, clean lines, glass facades, and solar energy and greens. Okay, so the 7 to 8-story structure prioritizing user comfort, inclusivity, and operational efficiency through coordinated architectural, structural, MEP, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, and the fire safety systems, while promoting responsible tourism and a benchmark for sustainable development in the region. So this is very, very nice, and this is fantastic. This is direct. It thought about for about 17.3 seconds, and it has given us exactly what we want. So if you want, you can go ahead, explore how you can use this Grok feature to your own advantage. And mind you, you can use it in both ways, either stand alone within the X platform. Okay, so but you can go ahead, ask it general questions or ask specific questions and see some fantastic results or fantastic use cases for your own content creation or your own life adventure. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.